Hey everybody, I'm back again. I've got another really easy meal that you can feed your dog, and that is just with using frozen chicken breasts. And these are actually the chicken tenderloins. And I bought this bag, it's a 3-pound bag that I bought at Walmart. And it's around $10. So on the weeks when it fits our budget, I'll grab it. Chicken, purchased in this way is not always as cheap. There is another bag of chicken legs that I typically will buy at Walmart. It's a 5-pound bag of drumsticks. You guys may have seen it, and it's less than $5. It's like $4.80 something. But anyway, these are really easy. So when I can, I do like to grab these every now and then because I do change it up quite a bit. And chicken breast it's less fat, it's a lot leaner. So when you can, it's a great way to add it easily into your dog's diet, whether you're supplementing with kibble or commercial food, or you're doing your own thing, kind of how I am. Just always make sure you're adding lots of added, vitamins and rounding out their diet so they're getting everything they need. But beyond that, give this a go, okay? Because again, it's really easy and it is fairly affordable. And basically all I have here is my baking dish. I've already lined it with foil because I need easy cleanup. I will drizzle some olive oil just on the bottom so it doesn't stick. And then also you get a lot of the good, the juices and the pan drippings at the end when you're done. And that's great. I always save those. Don't just dump those out because you can add that on some veggies for your dog or just add it to that same meal. But anyway, I have some olive oil on the bottom of the pan. I'm just grabbing these are frozen, I should say this. So again, I don't always have time to thaw things out, but this will work from frozen. It will need to cook obviously a little bit longer, but honestly, 9 times out of 10, this is how I usually end up doing this because, we're all busy, we work, we got kids, there's a lot going on. But sometimes when I do think of it, or I know I do want to make it, you can just put it in a couple of grocery bags and leave it in the fridge and let it kind of thaw in the fridge, because if you can cook these thawed or even partially thawed, it'll cook even faster. And again, I'm about, giving my dog high quality, nutritious food that also is not gonna break the budget, kind of same with how we're trying to feed ourselves. So that's it. I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have another batch of about 8 or 9 that I already have in the oven. So that's a pretty good buy. And once you've cooked this, it's good to go. You can put it in a container, store it, and then grab and go. Mix it, match it with some other things, or feed it as really nice treats. I like to have one of these and I'll chop it up in little bits. So when I take Macy, I don't know if you can see her, she's sitting over here. When I take her to the vet, she's pretty good at the vet, but most dogs don't love going. But when she knows I've got chicken in my pocket, her eyes are on me. She is so focused, and so she gets little bits of chicken as a treat as well. She just loves it so much. So I'm also now drizzling some olive oil on top. I had some on the bottom, which I did that first. Keeps it from sticking, and like I said, you're gonna have the nice pan drippings at the end, which is wonderful. I do allow Macy to have several different herbs. I've learned a lot about the herbs over the years. There's some good resources. You can check my description below where you can go and do your own research. But there are a lot of benefits for certain herbs for dogs. So oregano is one I use a lot. So that's what I'm adding now. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of basil. Now you can buy expensive fancy herbs, or you can just get what you can afford. And so I buy this one in particular I want to say at Aldi, and it was $1. And if it was more than that, I'd be surprised. I really don't think it was. This is some just dried basil. If you have fresh, do fresh. If you don't, that's fine. You just kind of do what you can. If you don't want to do herbs, then don't. You're going to have to kind of trial and error, do your research, figure out what your dog likes. You know, just like humans, they like certain things or they don't like certain things. And I always do turmeric because you guys have heard me say this a lot. Macy is 15 and she's doing great, but I'm really big on supporting her joint health. And so turmeric is just a constant. I put it in just about anything I can for her. And she gets several small meals throughout the day. So she gets lots of opportunities to kind of absorb this in her body. And with turmeric, that's kind of I think I already did another video about it. Check that one out. When you do turmeric, if you are, this is just an aside, you do want to add a little bit of black pepper because that's going to help your body absorb it. So that's it. So this is literally ready to go in the oven. I usually, especially if it's frozen, I'll put it in around 400. Like I said, if it's partially thawed or fully thawed, you can get this in and out in about 20-25 minutes, depending on how your oven is. And then that's it. You let it cool, put it in a container. You guys see me do that a lot, and you're ready to go. And I'm gonna just show you real quick the one I already have. Let's see. Yeah, it's still pretty, well, it's pretty warm. It's not too bad. But this is what it looks like. So I got quite a bit of chicken out of just this one bag. And like I said, it's around $10. It's quick. I love the tenderloins because they're just quick and easy. You can chop them up. You can just give them as is, as a treat, a snack, a supplement, mix it in with your kibble, whatever works for you. But that's it. So these are some really, I don't know if you can see, and I had added the same seasoning. There's some nice drippings on the bottom of the pan. My kids actually sometimes will come in the kitchen and because it smells so good and they're like, oh, can I have some? And I'm like, well, this is Macy's, but technically, we could all eat it. It's fine. And that's the beauty of feeding your dog healthy, whole foods. You know what's in it. It's not full of meat byproducts and meat waste that no human would ever eat, but then they want to package it up, process it, and give it to our pets. So anyway, that's the whole point of this channel, is so I can show you guys that you can feed your dog healthy, whole, real foods in a balanced way without having to pay for expensive subscriptions and expensive high-end quote unquote healthy kibble. So anyway, let me know if this was helpful. If you have any comments, please share them. I love to see the comments. And definitely check back again. I'll have another video for you soon. Hope this was helpful.